Oh yeah, the chat. Are
Yes,
there
we have
people
a
here?
chat. Hello,
Hello?
everybody. Yes,
Hello?
people are chatting us up right now in the comments.
Comments. Oh yeah. It always starts on private chat. Private chat. Comments. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Oh my gosh, look at you all.
A bunch of our friends. Alex is here.
Already having internet issues. Great.
Yeah. We've had a few technical difficulties already.
This is going so good.
hmm Definitely,
um
definitely. Oh my goodness, look at this cute mug. Oh my gosh. I
Bex
love
has
it
her
so
cute
much.
mug. I have nothing to
From
drink.
Jess. Mm.
1 second.
Okay. Oh my gosh, everyone's coming.
I was like, I did have something to drink. I'm drinking coffee. I'm
Okay.
drinking coffee. Have I showed you guys my coffee mug? Have we discussed my coffee mug?
I don't think so.
No?
Let's do it.
It's really important. So I went to buy an iced coffee cup and they only had one style available, and it was this. I can't get this sticker off for the record. I've tried. It doesn't come off. Oh, it looks like I have to stir the oat milk. Okay, so this is a iced coffee cup for men, you guys. Look. Look. You
Ooh,
see that?
rugged.
Rugged. Rugged. You see that manliness right there? You ready for the kicker? You ready for my favorite part? My favorite part?
Always.
My straw, the end of my straw. It's a hammer.
Because man equals construction.
This is the manliest motherfucking iced coffee you will ever get.
Oh my gosh.
Ah!
Put your intentions into that. That was aggressive, Katie.
What can I say? My iced coffee brings out the man in me.
First squeeze of the night. Here we go. Coming up strong. I love. Can you see like our little icon in the corner, the little flower, the Katie
Yes,
and
look
Bex
at
art?
us.
Isn't that so
What should we call this show, you guys? Help us come up with a name.
cute?
What should we call us? We're
I thought
just
it was
Katie
funny
and Bex
because
Live.
there's this street in Louisville, and it's like this street that's been blocked off, and it's all bars and like Party Central. It's called Fourth Street Live, and so I thought it was funny that it would be something so literal as like Katie and Bex Live.
Yeah, it
Yes.
gives a very like girls kind of vibe, which I'm into.
Yes.
I like that. We should do it. We should make a little neon sign that just says girls, 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 like old
100%.
school sex shops and stuff. I'm trying to undo
That's
these. There we go.
awesome.
I can't fix my hair in this backwards ass.
I'm
Okay,
having
guys.
technical issues with my hair, so it's back. I need to figure out what to do with it.
You look like really professional because it works really well with the headphones because it's not a mess and all around your headphones. So, I mean, you're really
I'm
giving
hiding
off
behind them.
a really put together vibe.
These headaches would give me like an instant migraine. Oh goodness. Serious masculine
Oh my
energy, lol.
goodness.
That's so funny. Yeah, like all of this, like the icon and the color was just my mood for the last
Yes,
week.
Bex did
It can
all of
change
our
at any time.
advertising. Bex did all of this.
I was like feeling
Clap.
extra like disco.
Everyone, clap for Bex right now.
Thanks.
She did it all. The cute
Thanks.
graphics, all of it. Yeah.
I did. I did. I'm almost done with these headphones, so I don't know how people do it. These are like seriously super great, but like they're driving me nuts right now.
Oh, do you need them on because Ranger is going to disturb us, do you think?
I'm gonna give it a chance. I just am really hard of hearing. And so when I have it on normal, I really have. If you ever see me lean in during move phones because I can't hear, and
Yeah.
it's like max volume. I might just have to get one of those Well, the Bluetooth speaker would make it echo. So I don't know the solution there, but I'm like about over it. I could switch them off.
Hey, what you gotta do. I'm here for all of it. Ranger is allowed to be a guest star. We didn't
Yes.
have any guest stars scheduled for this evening, folks.
Mm-hmm.
This is our first
He's
shot.
already starting up. He heard you. He's like, oh, Katie's here.
I did say his full ass name, his whole name, the name he knows.
And he's also like, he's like jealous of Katie. Katie gets like a good portion of my time, and he, after a while, just gets so fed up, and he's like, excuse me.
Literally assaults Bex. Like assaults Bex. He's like,
with affection, but it still hurts.
It's pretty like mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does it with Jess too. It's the worst. And I'm like, I need to have conversations with my friends, dude.
Yeah, our Marco Polos are really important, so we are really gonna need Ranger to fucking chill. And just let them happen. Just let them happen,
Exactly.
Ranger. You know, for everybody's mental health. Look at this. I have so much dry shampoo in my hair, you guys. I can just touch it. Look.
I thought it would be funny to have a contest every show and see who has the most dry shampoo hair. I think we should. Okay, you ready?
Is this? Yes. Oh, yes. How high?
Oh, I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad.
Can I go?
Oh, that was really bad. I think Katie wins.
This is my modeling
Very
debut.
regal. I mean, actually, I'm not mad at it, Katie. I'm not mad at
I'm
it.
not mad at it either. I'm not gonna really tame it that much. Honestly, I'm gonna like kind of keep it. I kind of. I just like can't tell where I'm touching because it's bad. Words.
I also we need studio audience assistance with naming my pimple. It's really big, and he's like day 3. He's not leaving.
We're in the same place.
Really?
Here's mine right here. It's backwards.
Mine, and I've popped him twice, and I'm like, I've never had to pop him more than once. Like this year, this is Rebel. What are we naming him? I decided to pick my eyeliner to bring it out.
Just to match. Yeah.
I wanted it to like be my signature piece until.
I mean, it's got some real Simon vibes to me, but what is the chat thing? What is the chat thinking about this?
You need to give it life.
I think it deserves a cutesy name. It's pretty cute.
Balthazar.
Balthazar. Okay. Balthazar, I think, is in the lead, to be honest with you, truthfully. But we're going to need at least 2 more people to chime in.
We do. While we are waiting for that riveting results, I am going to hop for 2 seconds. I have to like take a hit of something and like ibuprofen it up because the migraine is strong. It hit me fast. So I'm just gonna hop for a second. Invader Zim's Pimple's Name. I haven't seen that show forever. Balthazar Simonson. Okay, I'll be back. This is getting good.
This is awkward Katie time. Is basically what's happening here, you guys. How many of you remember of the museum? You know what awkward insert name here is time is. Okay. What are we talking about? Invader Zim. Okay, let's talk about Invader Zim because Gurr is quite easily one of the cutest characters of all time. And let's be real, like, have we had a Gurr since? I don't remember what the pimples. My favorite episode is like when they're all like zombified over like the meat and they're all just like falling out of buildings over the meat and they're like, meat, give me the meat. Is that real? Pustulio? That sounds some real like pimple like bussy vibes, but
this is some good energy.
Welcome back. This is what happens when you leave me alone. I like how Garrett is coming from this really like professional place when naming your pimple, like Vega,
Always.
like really like keeping this theme alive and keeping the energy of WUFO like throughout everything at all times.
Very lucrative.
Good job, Garrett. I'm really proud of you. Really smart.
Oh my god. I need to take some of these. Ugh. Anyways.
Zim names it Pustulio. Wow. You have a
Zim.
really good memory. I did recently
Studio.
watch Peter Zim. It's an old show, you guys. Did anybody get into the comics by that same one? What's his name? Yonan Vasquez. He did Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Did anybody else get into that?
Oh my god. Yikes.
It's a good comic. It's a good comic. All drawn like Invader Zim style, but gory.
Ooh. I'm gonna have to recheck out Invader Zim. It's been too long. It's been a while. I figured constellations would be a great idea in case new pimples show up. Listen,
wow. Steps ahead.
I hope Amanda's here because this is her fault. This is the product of me being turned into a mushroom. I do not wear like any face makeup, and when she did my makeup, it was a full.
But did you wash it off before you went to bed?
No, I did not.
So is this Amanda's fault indeed?
She slept in her makeup too, so therefore she, as a professional, was a bad example.
Yeah, so it's gotta still be.
Push the blame, Katie. You just push it. No, I slept on it, and like I'm pretty sure I didn't wash my face for like 2 days. So that's awesome.
Good detective work, everyone. I think we cracked the case.
We need to pick a name that deserves that impressive story.
Well, should it be named after a mushroom since you were the mushroom queen in that time? I mean, you're always the mushroom queen, but like visibly.
I'll tell you, one of the saddest days of being the mushroom queen came when I was making my mushroom Instagram page a few years ago, and I wanted to be the mushroom queen, and there were like 5 all mushroom queened up with hyphens and numbers, and I was like, man.
And you probably couldn't go like fun gal or.
No, everyone already thought of it. I just had to put my name in it. Bex in the Woods. I'm just doing, each time I gain a new interest, I'm just going to put my name in front of it and then create infinite Instagrams of all my personalities.
Do we have, what is this? Is this John Tenney in here? Weird lecture.
Yeah, it is.
He's always watching me. Well, not me, but you know what I mean.
I'm in his cracked up heels. That she got me. The latest pod episode.
Well, I'm not caught up.
It's the latest or the last one.
I'm behind on some pods at the moment. I'm quite behind on some pods. Unlike all of y'all pods. Very sorry. Okay.
Ranger's starting, by the way.
Ranger is our first guest of the evening.
Ranger, do you want to come say hi?
Yep. So, Kitty.
Hi.
Legendi.
Do you want to come inside? Hello. Hello.
4th century speak for having pimples.
Do you want to say hi?
14.
Do you say hi, Katie?
Ranger, get up here. Ranger. Come on, Ranger.
Come
Ranger.
Say hi.
Oh,
come. He's like, you're asking me to jump when you always tell me not to jump. He's very confused.
Conflicting. Ranger, it's a special occasion.
He's sniffing every single bag.
I can hear him just like.
Yeah. Hey.
Leave
He
and
doesn't
go.
Care about any of you guys.
What? I can't.
What?
You just want this to end so I can go listen to a podcast? Guys.
Gosh.
Priority.
Argento.
One thing at a time, y'all. One thing at a time. Okay?
Allergies, man. Allergies.
Allergies.
Ugh. Allergies are hitting. We are having some. What is it?
I take an allergy pill every day.
I told you about that like custom allergy plan I tried to sign up for that was like really expensive, and they told me I should take 4 different kinds of allergy medicine. I was like, oh
Where's
no.
Argento? That's a good question.
Yes. He knows too much.
I don't know, actually.
That's the thing about Argento.
Yeah, he's gone for the moment. He's out doing his business.
He's in the cat portal.
I do have a cat portal in my house. My bathroom, interestingly enough, you can hear the neighbors perfectly right underneath me. And when I moved in, my neighbors below me had a cat. And so my cats all started to go into the bathroom and meow, and they could hear the other cats down there, and their cat would meow. And I think they could probably smell each other because they'd go like behind the toilet specifically, like lots of smelling the like up against the wall, like the crack between the wall and the like floor. So I think they could like smell the cat and stuff too, which was pretty wild, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, elephants. They go in there, they go into the bathroom, and they're just like meowing wildly. It's like the cat portal of just
They had to activate it.
constant. Yeah, it's constant communication. The tube of cat communication is my bathroom. Naturally.
Love it.
So we have an outline. We did get prepared
Yes.
for you guys. We
do. I'll show them because of your.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I've gotten more done today.
PowerPoint presenting tonight.
PowerPoint.
Look at that. It's a full-on Dropbox list that I get notifications when she changes it. It's very cool.
Casey was like just watching me type.
Yeah, I had to download it. It's Dropbox paper, so I had to download it, and then it was done, and I was like done doing the thing, and I was kind of like looking at it, like, what is this Dropbox paper biz? And you started to type in the list, and so I just watched you type out the list like a lurker, like, what is that, Eric or Tim and Eric on my glass?
Exactly what you looked like.
Lurking. Yeah, that was me. That was me.
That's terrifying.
Watching the list.
Oh my gosh, I loved it because I was like, I'm gonna send her the email, but I'm also gonna send her the text link, doom 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 double, and you were like, listen, I've been
already type. You're behind.
I am. Anyways, we have an outline. We have some things that we just want to talk about, things that have been on our minds. Some of them are potential theories on some weird shit. Some of them are gushing about music, and others are, the latest Sabbath's coming up. What are we doing? We got a variety.
Getting myself organized. I have it too. I literally can't figure out this camera bullshit. Like backwards.
Wait,
I know it's backwards.
Hold on.
But I still
hold it in place. It looked fine to me.
Oh, it is. Whoa.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't, like, my natural thing is to go like here on the camera, but it's backwards, so I have to go.
Yeah.
Yes, Bear.
We're
Next slide.
We're formal here, guys. I could do like a share screen if we were feeling real frisky sometime, but I I don't have that prepared.
Well, maybe if we start getting some guests on here. Spoiler alert.
We're
going
handy with the flow, and we are letting it form on its own.
Yeah. You guys, I might be getting I am getting a promotion at my job.
Yes.
Yay. Yes! Getting lots more money. Yay. But my life is hella up in the air right now. Yay. So I can't make any definite plans. Yay.
Yeah. Would you say, Katie, that you are in a liminal spot right now in your life?
I'm in a liminal space.
Liminal state of mind.
Thank you all.
T-shirt idea.
It's very exciting.
Everyone's saying congrats.
Yes.
Slide backs. I can
should
show
have
you
mine.
tweets. I'm doing headphones again. I'm really, oh my gosh, it is actually extreme how little I can hear. I'm actually concerned. I can't hear very well. Man, we're just gonna appear again.
Badass Katie. Katie alert. Badass Katie alert. Coming in hot. Getting like a $10 raise, you guys.
Hold on.
Not like no big deal, guys. No big deal. You guys, my cats sometimes have the audacity. Just really full of audacity. Okay, so I'm obviously not going to get us back on track now that Bex is just not here right now. But Bex and I have been doing some little sessions, Estes method sessions and things like that we're going to talk to you about tonight. We kind of want to get you guys involved a little bit in one of those because that would be really fun. Bex is back.
Yeah, that was really strange. I got kicked out of my own show.
Weird. Is it probably because you reconnected the headphones or something?
Yeah, I would say so. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Tech. What? But I can hear now.
Great. I started to say that you and I have been, doing some Estes method sessions at home. And tonight was kind of born because we wanted to get people involved in that, but also because like those sessions end up being like hours of just like chatting at the same time about different topics, and we have so much to share with you guys. Like that list is like much more than an hour and a half of content for sure. And we're gonna try and keep it to an hour and a half tonight because 90 minutes is kids. All horror fans unite on the 90-minute train.
Yep.
Yes.
Per sweet spot.
90 minutes is that sweet spot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
All right. Well, we can.
so right. Audacity really is something that cats are rarely short of.
Well said.
When you were off camera, the cats knocked over a bunch of shit, and I was just like, rude.
Yeah, that is rude. Oh, I will say before we get started on our list, yeah, we're gonna do this semi-regularly. We're not committing to any sort of structure. We're like wanting to be freeform and like when we want to do it and not feel like a chore, but also do it frequently enough that we can have inside jokes. So we're doing it under the Liminal Earth umbrella. So this may not be the only thing like that, but yeah, Bex and Katie live until we can come up with a better name.
Feel free to shout names out at us at random.
Oh shit.
Maybe don't slide into the DMs with just like a random name because I'll be like,
are you there? Katie, you're McFrozen.
Okay.
Oh, internet issues part 2. So pixelated. Cute. You're doing the Thriller.
Gotta try and look scary for the freezing. Hope that it freezes like.
Screen grab. I love it.
Please. Yeah. I love to be me. You can try. You never will.
I have to answer a question in the comments. So, Sarah, the names that you're seeing are in fact names proposed to name this monster of a pimple that I've just had a 3-day battle with, and I'm losing. So he's just here to stay, I guess. And I don't know why he's automatically he, other than a joke about him being a pain in my ass. It's kind of what came to mind. Liminal Gorgon.
The liminal gorgon.
The Gorgons favor me. I don't think they would give me a hard time like this.
No, me and my people, we do favor Bex. We do.
We're
will
very
not
similar.
Be organizing Bex at any time. Anytime.
Oh my goodness. Where do you want to start on this list? Do you want to just go top down, random? What do you feel?
Top down, screaming out, money ain't a thing. Just like
Great.
Free and Jay-Z song.
Yes. I would expect nothing less.
Top down, screaming out,
I think
money.
we should play a game. How quickly do we get shut off for copyright infringement?
Well, we can quote, right? We can quote.
Yeah, totally. I never know where that line is, and I hear YouTubers complaining about it a lot, so I'm just repeating what I'm
Oh,
hearing. I don't actually know. I probably
oh.
should though. We're gonna do this.
Yeah, I feel like it's like if we play the song, we might get in trouble, but
Okay.
I can probably rap it for you all if you want.
Sweet.
I had the
Just
tape.
as good.
I had the tape in 1997 when I drove a Volkswagen Jetta and I was in high school.
I love it. So, a recap on our past sessions.
Yeah.
So, we've done 4 for individual use and then 1 for WUFO, correct? 4?
Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And at first we were like, oh, we want to target something so specific and we're going to do this, this, and this. I think our first attempt was trying to get into that subterranean city of whatever is beneath Mount Shasta.
Yep.
We were trying to stay away from like the Lemurian stuff a little bit, but we were just like, that's like a cool place that we want to explore and check out.
So much lore,
Yeah,
that was just like a
for
fun,
sure.
like jumping off point,
Yeah, a
Mount
cool
Shasta.
location.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I personally feel like we didn't get a whole lot of those vibes, but the vibes that we did get were so interesting, like I didn't even care.
So interesting. We're cooler. Well, honestly,
Yeah.
we're cooler.
I
That was
agree.
one of our coolest
Yeah.
sessions.
Mm.
That
And the
actually,
coffee mug was kind of inspired by it. I don't know if Jess has seen these or if this is just a coincidence, but this reminds me of Clarmaine and
yeah.
during the first session.
Well,
Right?
it's no secret you're the Mushroom Queen. You don't have to know about Claire Maine to know that.
True. Yep, that's very true.
That's very true.
But yeah, we met a mushroom person who lives in a yellow mushroom, who has a sea plant garden and a kitchen full of blue and green glass bottles. And what was so cool, yes, Clarmaine, you're right. We thought it was Charmaine, and they corrected us. Said, no, it's Clarmaine. Oh, okay. And the way that Katie was like channeling Clarmaine, it was so interesting because I felt like I could visually, they were painting it so well, I could visually experience it too. And I like picture what this yellow mushroom house looks like. But what was interesting was like the following week, I was writing a case log about the Key Peninsula for our Liminal Earth Patreon. And I found that there is a couple on my peninsula, literally 5 minutes away from me, who have built over the last 2 years a yellow mushroom cabin. And so I know the editor of the newspaper, and I reached out to her and I was like, hey, is there any way I can get in touch with these people? I need to like see this house. I just need to. I don't know how to explain it. But we're working on it. Yeah. Like, and it's gonna be an Airbnb when they're finished. So there's like a chance that we can have like a Clarmaine moment in real life.
Da, 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 da. There were some other things. There were some other clues that gave us the impression that Clarmaine was from your area.
Mm-hmm. There were, so where they were describing was like they were close to the ocean, but they were far enough away that they were near another body of water that was freshwater because of the plants that they were showing me or describing. Yeah, so the way they were describing it, and I think it was, I can't remember the last clue. There was one extra thing that made me start to be like, are they in my neighborhood? Are they by, I have a lake right out here. And the place they were describing it, I have in my lake, and I don't see in many others. And I planted some of those. So I planted a lot of aqua plants in the lake.
Grass.
Yeah. And it was like, it wasn't seaweed, but it was something like an aquatic plant of sorts. And I know
Mhm.
all of the lakes around here, and that's really the only one because I
Mhm.
planted them. So I don't know. I feel like Clarmain lives in some like local mushroom down by my lake here, and it's very interesting. But I just can't for the life of me remember that last hint that really sealed it. I'll have to look
Yeah.
back later.
I feel like it was there was some sort of description of the mushroom, and there were like mushrooms near that lake with the grass or something like that. That I don't know.
Hmm.
There was a reason beyond the Airbnb coming
Yeah,
that made us
there
feel
was a
like it
few.
was your neighborhood. But
Yeah.
what's also interesting is naturally we have tried to contact Clarmain since, and we haven't had any like direct like for sure contact, like that it's definitely Clarmain. Like
Right.
we've, had an inkling like the time when we were kind of well, I remember walking through like a muddy path at one point. I think we were under at the same time that time.
Hmm. We were trying to walk together astrally.
Yes. And there was that I was trying to go in through that door.
Hmm.
I think that felt Clarmainy, but it wasn't again, it wasn't for sure. There wasn't like so direct. But what's interesting about that is like when we met Clarmain, we weren't trying to specifically obviously contact Clarmain because we didn't know about them yet, but we were trying to go to Mount Shasta. And so that
Yeah.
might be how we find Clarmain again, is like that original intention. But I don't know. You never know,
Yeah.
right? Like how many dimensions we have access to at any given point in time. And is it just like this wild ass Rolodex and like we could tune into Clarmain for that one moment and they were gone or something like that and we'll never hear from them again? Um,
Yeah.
what do you
I don't
guys
know.
think?
I don't know. It's so interesting. You're right though. We've tried a couple of times, and I don't think we've ever had such like a direct line since, like where we've been able to describe this whole being and their
Mhm,
surroundings. It was very unique at that
mhm.
point, and it definitely like left me with the feeling of like, oh, okay, we have to do this again and
Yeah,
again. Like,
yeah,
this is
yes.
great. But like I haven't had as many, like that yellow house thing was a big like little sink, big little sink store for me. Um, but it's kind of slowed down since. So I'm curious. I still need to watch back the last ones.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
not watched the spider one yet either. Has anybody watched
Yes.
that? Did anybody see if the spider comes out of the jar? Was I talking to a spider in the Estes method?
That is so great too because we've been having a lot of conversations around um, bugs and their presence during investigations or during things like this. So we were
Mhm.
talking about, I went live at my haunted beach down the road, and someone suggested that we let the bugs pick the cards. And so I just laid them out on the log, and they're like these little flying roly poly things, and they, they picked them. And like the underlying meaning behind the read was like, clean up this beach, it's filthy, we're so angry. And it was so cool. It was so cool. And then that weekend we had the spider experience.
They have something to say, and what's interesting is like if you were channeling bugs telling you to kind of like clean up the beach, I have actually been on paranormal investigations where entities have told us to clean up rivers and things like
Yeah.
that. Um, and it kind of doesn't seem to matter whether it's energy or spirit or an actual living being, but it's all like, get your shit together, humans. You're a mess.
Yes.
I think that's the big takeaway. That's it. We solved ghost hunting tonight, you guys. Goodbye. Humans are a mess, and that's it.
We just need to like back it up. We need to back it up.
Yeah.
My goodness. Yeah.
Oh, the jar was just off camera. Bummer.
Of course it was, because that's how this all works.
Right?
God forbid that we capture it.
Like, what does that spider think? What does that spider think he is, huh? Bigfoot?
Oh my goodness. My area has a lot of lore around shapeshifters. And so that's where my mind goes. I'm like, you say Bigfoot, I say spider. What if it's one of the same?
What if it's one and the same? Spider webs. Maybe they just love me because I'm a web.
Did you know that spiders eat their own webs to dispose of them? They just recycle. Anyways.
Wait, they do? Good for them.
Yeah, Andrew and I watched like a random facts, like 20 minutes of just random facts as fast as someone can say them.
Really?
Yeah, so that was from today.
Fresh, hot off the press. You heard it here first, you guys.
Spider squash. I see something in the distance and it's a Teespring design. Spider squash.
Look at you with your side hustle always thinking. Side hustle always thinking.
I just
Hello,
love putting things on shirts. Hello. Thanks, Medicine Woman 420.
Bears giving me nightmares. I think there was a story on Strange Familiars where a Bigfoot moved like a spider.
Oh my god.
How dare you put that in this chat?
I just like triggered a whole thing.
Did everyone get a visual as I said that? I'll read it again.
Did we just experience group truth?
Read it again. Get your visuals on. I think there was a story on Strange Familiars where a Bigfoot moved like a spider. Bex is like, why am I listening to this again? You have heard that as well.
I could see that being on one of those like Discovery Plus, like paranormal witness shows.
It's on Ancient Aliens, and they're like, actually, this is who built the pyramids.
Climb up the record time. Before time was a thing.
You thought it was humans, then you thought it was aliens. Well, guess what? It is Bigfoot spiders.
I'm horrified.
History Channel is so off the rails. Like, let's go.
Oh my gosh. Anyways,
yeah, on track.
That's our recap. Yeah, back to the list. Oh, this one's like all you. I'm just getting into this idea, but I know that you've been brewing on it for a while. The ghost hunting from the mind and astral projection as a paranormal investigation method. Pop off.
Oh. So, guys, this is going to require some of y'all to be on a little bit of a level, but like we already know the idea of egregores, right? We already know the idea that, you know, psychokinetic manifestation. Like if we believe something hard enough, we can kind of manifest it in a way, right? Like that's how people are creating haunted objects, basically, right? Like they are saying that these Dybbuk boxes are real and you actually can get EVPs from them because they've put so much effort and time into like creating these boxes and focusing on them as if they're real. So I kind of like, you know, pandemic, lockdown, changed the way ghost hunting looked for me very specifically. And you know, it's not super safe to just be like a lady by herself out here in my neighborhood at night. And one of the easiest places to investigate is my cemetery near my house because it's really haunted and it's just really fun to investigate there. But it's not great in the winter and alone. So, you know, psychokinetic manifestation, astral travel. We talk with ancestors. I have a million different like altars in my house, and I'm constantly like talking to different entities in that way. And so it's sort of like, well, why can't we paranormal investigate from our house with in our minds, like with our minds? We can do all these other things with our minds. We can create the ghosts themselves, right? Like we are the ghost machines, right? Alex, stop it, you guys.
Sorry, that was me.
After.
That was my fault. I highlighted it.
Oh my
It was too
God.
good. I'm so sorry.
Ah!
Sorry. I got you back though.
Oh my God, look, we're getting so specific here. What kind of spider? Jumping spider? Would Bigfoot be like a brown recluse because they don't make webs and they hide and they hunt their prey?
It's terrifying.
But basically, actually, back on track. That's kind of where the jumping off point for Bex and I kind of started, basically. Can we paranormal investigate from our houses, in our minds? Because our personal experiences are like super valid, you know? Oh my God, a Bigfoot spider web would be on some Lord of the Rings fucking what is that spider that protects like that like in the mountain? What is that spider?
Multiple spider traumas.
Imagine seeing one in the redwoods. Well, that's like the only place it could exist, probably.
Well, I'm thinking
Or,
about like
I
those.
bet.
The
Don't you have like a
teepees?
lot of rainforest by you, Bex?
Yeah. Yeah. I live like right at the gate of this temperate rainforest, and we're actually going to Forks on Saturday because the dry season's about to start, and so Forks is going to be like the only wet place around. I feel like so the biodiversity there is off the chain, but like there could totally be a spidery Bigfoot and no one would know. It's some of the most unexplored national park forests. Who knows?
Well, it's a good thing we brought this up because now
Yeah.
you'll be looking for it.
Shoot.
Now you'll be looking for Bigfoot-sized spider webs.
Yeah, well, I think like those formations that they have been like accused of making, what if those are just like the Bigfoot version of a spider web? There's just a trap, but there's just like, this is all I got. I don't produce webs. Like, I got limbs and strength. And apples that people keep leaving me. I guess I'll use them.
Come on. Beebe's
Oh, Beebs!
She's trying.
I'm almost out of water. I got extra water.
All right, what do we got? Katie, have you had any astral investigation experiences where new things come into the conversation? Like, could there be entities that only communicate in that way? I mean, I feel like, of course. I feel like if, Rob has stacks and stacks and stacks of evidence of beings communicating telepathically, So I think I actually think just even as like a person that's clairvoyant, I question that. Not clear, well, I mean, yes, clairvoyant, but clairaudient is what I meant to say. I kind of like question that all the time and wonder like am I hearing like things speak auditorially or is it telepathically happening? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think like, a lot of people like that, like scientific evidence, ghost hunting, they want their K2s, they want the EVPs and things like that. But I think ultimately, most people that investigate can agree that like we investigate for the personal experiences. It's really like there's nothing to solve. You know what I mean? We already solved that tonight anyway. So there's nothing else to solve.
100%.
Humans are a mess. There's nothing else to solve. So I think our human experience is what ghost hunting is kind of all about, what it teaches us about ourselves, what it does for us and interacting with the ethereal and things like that. So I think it's a freaking killer idea. And I think more people should try to investigate their minds in like a ghost hunting way.
Yeah. It's super fun to incorporate into the Estes method. That's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to find the best way to articulate it, but yeah, through doing my sessions with you, I've really wanted to hone in on sharing any visualizations that happen and then trying to guide those and try to actually do what I do when I do astral travel. I just am doing it in my waking state. So it's pretty cool.
It is cool.
It adds another, to me, it adds another layer. It just paints the picture even better. So I will do anything that, I mean, does that.
And I got to be honest with you, you know, I don't know how many people, we didn't really introduce ourselves here. We're on the liminal earth
Yeah.
stuff. So you may know Bex, but I don't know how much you guys know about me. I know some of you know me from speaking at Phenomenacon. Made a lot of friends from speaking at Phenomenacon, but I was on a paranormal web series for 8 years. It's on YouTube. So I've ghost hunted like a lot, and I just have to say, the reason I bring that up is because I use the same skills that I use with Bex astrally that I use ghost hunting in a haunted location.
Yeah.
Exact same method. I even use my tarot cards in the same way. I got, you know, that's what everybody kind of knew about me from Haunt Me, is that I would use, but yeah, that show is called Haunt Me. I would use tarot cards to commute. I would use tarot cards in several ways. I would use tarot cards to give ghosts tarot readings so that I would learn about ghosts and be like, I know this about you. And it kind of built a trust and opened up communication. But I also use tarot cards to actually communicate with ghosts. And Bex and I do that, both of those things, from our homes. And we use the same skills that I use Estes method, and just walking through a building, you know, you get your senses are up and you're kind of like, oh, I can feel something's over here. I want to concentrate over here. You do that in your mind when you're astral traveling and trying to investigate from your house, right?
Yes, 100%.
Same skills.
I love it.
Everybody should do it.
We should do it. Astral
Everybody
travel.
should do
Make
it.
astral travel a paranormal investigation method officially. It's happening.
Your personal experiences matter.
I think it would be beyond fantastic if we were to put our heads together and create an astral travel guide, step by step, maybe even like an audio or video for WUFO.
Sure. I have been trying to teach people to investigate into different realms for some time. It's very hard because I think we experience other dimensions differently as human beings. I have a very visual experience. I've known other people that take on other feelings of other people while they investigate, while they're like in a trance or meditating or whatever, but they don't quite have that same visual experience that I have. So yeah, it's kind of tricky because we don't all experience meditation and stuff like that in the same way.
Yeah. Oh my
But
God.
I'm trying. And then I think everyone should try. That wasn't me being like, don't try, Bex. I'm already trying. That was me being like, it's challenging. But we should try. We should keep trying.
Yeah. Andrew just texted me and sent me a picture of us. He's watching us outside.
Oh
Like
my God.
Oh my God.
Getting used to being in front of a camera again.
Oh yeah. Marco Polo really helped me out
Yeah.
with that. I gotta be
A lot.
honest. Like
It does.
I'm very comfortable, like, you know, now.
Bex and I have no problem sending each other videos from like this angle.
Like some very questionable background noise.
Very questionable background noise. Just like, you know, half dressed, no makeup.
Yeah.
Videos at like 7 a.m.
You're like, at the end of every morning, you're like, oh, you're so asleep.
I know, because it's literally 7 a.m. my time. I look like this. I'm like, hey, Bex.
Amazing.
Yeah. Now I've
Oh, my cheeks hurt already. This is good. This is good,
gone and done
Katie.
it. So, okay, wait. I'm gonna transition into another dot because I just thought of something. So,
Okay.
Okay. So, also, one of the things that Bex and I do to kind of like, you know, have like more of an outer body experience is we implore the use of psychedelics and we implore the use of cannabis um, and flying ointments. So poisonous plants that you kind of rub onto your skin or you take in tinctures that have those psychedelic properties that can take you out of body. Um, and of course, this is something that's a super personal choice. We are not here to be like, you have to do this in order to experience what we experience. You do not.
Mm-mm.
However, it's not new that witches use psychedelics and flying ointments by any means. And I can't recommend this book enough for everybody
Yes.
that is really
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah. This book is really great. If you want to know more about how the hell witches use hash, they use a lot of hash. If you want to know what strain of weed Joan of Arc smoked,
What? Love it.
Joan of Arc loved marijuana.
That's
And
very sweet.
hi, Facebook user.
Excuse me.
Thanks for liking us.
Yes. We are we are being our authentic selves right now. That's a verifiable truth.
It is true. It is true.
It's
Oh, Amy, hi. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Facebook user.
You have to give StreamYard permissions. It's a thing.
Oh, right. The new Kirk's
yeah.
always saying that it says Facebook user.
Yeah, I think they have like an announcement.
I see it now.
They put on there. Okay. We're still getting used to this. We use this for WUFO. And I made a separate like profile for Katie
What's
and Ash
happening?
show. You're all glitchy again. You can I can see a little bit of movement. It's very
Okay.
you have like sure. You have to.
I tried to make like if it's starting to glitch. I tried to do like some nice poses for everybody.
some lights, camera, action. Your voice though, right before we started, we were having some audio issues, as you are aware. They are not aware. I recorded Katie speaking in Center Marco Polo, and the audio is bonkers. She sounds.
Should I play it?
Yes.
It's in the Marco Polo.
Yeah. Say something. Oh my god. It was like that for like solid minutes, and I was just like, I need to capture this. Oh my god.
You know what's really crazy is I said a lot of things in that time. I was like, "Hey Bex, I'm talking a lot of things. I'm talking a lot of things."
Yeah. Say something. Oh my god.
It's my demon. It's my inner demon.
Yeah, I put on these headphones and I got like an instant headache, and then Katie's demon self came at me. I was like, is this how we're starting tonight? Is this how we're doing it?
Possession. Wait, look. We had a church in my hometown that was called Saint Joan of Arc, and it burned down.
Oh no.
It's not funny, but it's not
unfortunate. I watched the Joan of Arc movie in all 4 of my French classes. I watched it every year, and I was just like,
whoa.
Okay. Hey, lovelies, last dragon time, and I'm late to the party. That's okay. Happy that you're here.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, so we were talking about the value of mind-altering substances and whatever your level of comfortability is with it. Yeah, I use a tincture. I do use flying ointments as well. but this one has like a real long list of stuff. I personally use Jagged
Mm.
Path. They are an awesome small creator, and their stuff lasts a really long time. So, and this is just the sample size. I could have got like the 8-ounce tin. But I use this tincture, and it's the Flygark tincture, and it's literally just Everclear and Flygark mushrooms. But in really small doses, they are safe and non-toxic. Pay no attention to my Twitch. They are non-toxic.
I'm back.
Some people have sensitive stomachs. I'm talking about my tincture.
Yes, I
And
went and I
how
got my
it's
flying
nice.
ointment. So keep talking about yours, and then I'll show you guys mine.
So, yeah, this is literally just Everclear and then mushrooms. Flygark are hallucinatory, but it's a very small dose. So it just makes me feel a little tipsy, like one shot in, but it never like gets shitty, you know? It's just like kind of dissipates and it's nice. And I like it. I just use like 2 millimeters, or that's not a measurement of volume.
You know, just put 2 inches in.
Just
Right.
said no one.
Just the tip. Said no one.
The dangers of marijuana are unfolding.
This is your brain on drugs, you guys.
Bigfoot spiders. Just a reminder for those joining us that we collectively
Cortisol levels
are traumatized.
Great question, Alicia. I actually I struggle with cortisol levels in my brain, but I don't know how. I take a vitamin for that every day, so I don't really know if this affects it, because I feel like I'm at a disadvantage because I'm already juicing my cortisol. Already beefing it up.
Cranking it up.
Cranked up. I'm fucking cranked.
Your cortisol levels are so high.
Fucking freaking.
Not a good thing, guys. Not a good thing. Not a good thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Poisonous. So I use Poisoner's Apothecary. Do you guys follow that dude? That dude's really cool.
Yes.
Flying ointment. Mine's got, I'm just gonna read it. Ungentium venenum, a traditional witch's ointment made with henbane and belladonna, blended with mugwort, clary sage, spikenard. How do you say that? You know, and wood ash. Poisoner's Apothecary in micro small lettering right there.
Mm-hmm.
So this, if I put it on my wrist, it's on each wrist, a little bit on each wrist, smells amazing, is perfect for if I put this on my wrists and under my feet. It's a little, for me personally, it's a little harder to focus and concentrate. I'm a little too, and if I put it behind my ears, on my wrists and on my feet, I feel nauseous, like I want to barf, and I lay down and go to bed.
Wow. Well, all right. Wrists only for starters. Well, you got to do like a patch test and stuff too, because you could be allergic as well. Oh my gosh, you are
always
funny.
Messing with. Yes, my son, everyone.
Round of applause. Remember this gem?
Hearing the round of applause.
That's for you.
He says, "I'm just trying to go to the bathroom."
Oh. Don't let us stop you.
Absolutely not. I'm gonna spark one because I got one. So we're gonna go. You get to look at my titties.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was waiting for the perfect moment. Here we go.
Titty time. Oh, I guess it's. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna point the camera down, and then it's like.
Nothing happened here.
There, you get my eyes. And my brows. See, I don't like this because now we're focused on how crooked my brows are.
That's you. That's all you. I'm looking at that volume.
That's true. Here, let's get that. Let's make
I
that the
would love
center
some
extension.
volume. Oh, we have
There we go. There we go, guys.
hold on. What? Yeah, you can have some.
Andrew's
Andrew
like,
wants some weed too. He's watching us cortisol. Can you bring it back?
is he like, it's a weed break for everyone now?
Well, okay, so here's the deal. I've been smoking out of apples because Ranger broke our glass bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, our glass bowl is really necessary. So this is kind of like our experiment that we're also doing with our Fire Stick remote, where we just download it onto our phone and we're going to see how long until we just can't take it anymore. And so I think that this is a similar experiment where we're just seeing how long until we get sick of making and smoking an apple bowl for a few days. But so far so good. It's pretty neat, but Ranger thinks it's a treat every time. So that's like a down.
Woo! Don't Ranger can't eat that. God, you'd be back in the hospital. Oh my God.
I can't with this one. All the
Ranger
he eats.
has a penchant for the hospital. Ranger is just like, I love the emergency vet and I'm dying to go back. He's like, I love that cone life. Get me back.
There was like one extra serious bag of trash that he got into, and I was like, so help me God, Ranger. If you find something else to swallow, I can't go back to that hospital. I can't do it. I have to find a different one. I can't.
Like, honestly, Ranger. And I will say, as for how mostly harmless cannabis is for humans, it is actually poisonous for pets. So be careful with your pets. Yeah, they really shouldn't have it. So
yeah.
What
about hemp supplements?
That I mean, CBD is okay for pets.
Okay.
It's just THC, I think.
Is it
totally sure. I think it's actually more about it entering their digestive tract. So I think it's more about eating it than anything. So I think like if there was some sort of tincture or something like that that you put on their food, it might be a little bit different. But there's something, well, I guess, well, no, because it's a tincture. I don't know. I don't totally know. But I know that animals shouldn't be eating weed, but they're fine with CBD. Awesome. So it must be THC because in the plant growth cycle of cannabis, CBD comes before THC. THC is like more combustion, like more sunlight on the plant.
Interesting. Weed facts.
Hey, I can talk about weed all day, you guys. I do talk about weed on the Chaos and Shadow podcast at one point in time. If you guys want to go back and want to focus specifically on weed.
Thanks. I had to get some more tissues delivered.
Them allergies, y'all. Them allergies.
Oh gosh, it's the worst.
Oh, Alicia, that was one of your favorite episodes. You're so sweet.
Oh, yeah. I think I was able to catch that one.
I think I plugged this book in that one. I also like to plug this book a lot. How to Change Your Mind. It's all about taking psychedelics. It's all about how mushrooms and LSD change the minds of a lot of doctors, like physically, like change their minds, like chemically and things like that. So a lot about how like to combat depression with psychedelics and things like that. This book is really cool. It's also really cool if you have a lot of people in your life that kind of shit on you for being into psychedelics and things like that. And you can kind of come from a really educational point of view. It's good book to wrap your head around.
Awesome. I love it. I was going to plug a book too. I like the idea of every time we do this, like having like a book to plug or just something that we've been working on.
Yeah.
I've been reading this one book. This was inspired by WUFO, but I actually found it at the thrift store, and it's called Ultra-Terrestrial Contact. And it's actually a paranormal investigator's explorations into like the abduction epidemic. But what it really is just like a compilation of stories that this person has hand gathered. So they're firsthand witness reports, but they're broken into sections, just like any other book like this.
Cool.
Yeah, but it's really good. And there was one story that had like some really interesting personal syncs for Garrett and I. It was like both of our potential ET experiences into one. And so it was really interesting. And like there was like a date of significance. And like one of the other details, like I read it to him last night and it was so cool. So that's what I'm reading right now. But it's a quick book. It's a pretty quick book.
Cool.
I was hoping it was a little more instructional. Like, hey, this is how a paranormal investigator contacts aliens. But no luck.
Well, maybe you'll have to write that down.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, Andrew says that dogs have like 1,000% stronger THC receptors than humans. So, THC, y'all.
Okay.
Yep.
Facts.
Bam. Coming at you.
We were talking a little earlier about excuse me, exploring different dimensions and things astrally. But you have some pretty interesting opinions about social media and how you can potentially like participate in dimension development of your own with social media. I haven't heard like this kind of perspective before, and I realize I'm like interviewing you right now a little bit. So like, Katie, tell us about this perspective that you have. This is a very interesting and new perspective, and I think that the listeners will really appreciate it.
I particularly feel this way about TikTok specifically. TikTok fascinates me specifically because we hold up our device and we have a tailored timeline of things that we dopamine scroll through on TikTok that is different from the person sitting next to you. And if everybody's in a room on TikTok, some of you will have overlapping videos, obviously, especially if you're friends and you have similar interests. But so many people enter this like wormhole that is catered to them. And it feels very like an alternate dimension almost. Like, how many of you guys use TikTok, and how many times have you like looked up and like an hour has gone by? Yeah.
100%. That one's expressive.
I can't find it because of the camera. Okay. So I feel like and then like you can even go like in a Neil Gaiman kind of a way, like if anybody has read American Gods, about like the technology gods and how we're bringing new gods into the equation all the time with things, with different items that we worship. And so it's kind of like, right, it's kind of like that sort of mindset where it's like, and then even to reference another book, Tom Robbins' Jitterbug Perfume, how, Pan is nothing but a smell until people start talking to him, and then he becomes like Pan again and everybody can see him and things like that. So it's like where we put like egregores, back to egregores. It's all back to egregores. Where we put our mind is where things like grow, right? So it's like, so we're doing that. We have the phone, like we're doing that, but then there's also this like physical tech like element to it. So it's like this other dimension. I think so. I have this zine that I made like a while back, and I think I have my interview with the ghost fire. Yes. Cool.
Oh,
okay.
Yay.
I used to make these things called Interview with a Ghost Fire, and this one was with Salvador Dali. And so I would pick a dead person that I liked. A lot of it, I did a lot of jazz artists. I did a lot of occultists that have passed, and obviously artists too. I have a Basquiat one, I'm pretty sure. And what I did was I asked them esoteric questions, but I took their actual words from interviews as my answers. So, it's kind of like an Estes method session in that like the answers don't really answer the question, but if you kind of read into it a little bit, they do. And so I did one with Salvador Dali. So here we go. Because this is about the TikTok.
So cool.
The TikTok. This one's about the TikTok. Ranger does not like.
You want to make an appearance? Come here. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi?
The JC Pennies. No, he's done.
No.
So I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I wrote Salvador Dali joins me on Interview with a Ghost Pirate to discuss the TikTok multiverse. So you can kind of, that's kind of like, I guess I was in like a Spider-Man kind of mindset. I wrote multiverse.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay. Sure.
I wrote, I'm dying to know. Right. I'm dying to know. Right. You guys get it? Okay. Do you think
strong start?
He's dead, right? Hilarious. Guys, laugh at me. Jeez.
Oh, they are.
Okay. I'm dying to know. Do you think these interconnected videos are creating a rift in space? This is how Salvador Dali answers that question. He says, progressive art can assist people to learn not only about the objective forces at work in the society in which they live, but also about the intensely social character of their interior lives. Ultimately, it can propel people towards social emancipation.
Okay. Oh my gosh. This is the coolest idea. I need to bring this back.
Okay.
Oh, are you there?
Okay, great.
Okay. There you are. You froze for a
I'm
second.
not reading anymore. That was really... Yeah, you did too. And I was like, wait, should I keep talking? I was like, what's happening?
But,
yeah. So let's continue this conversation.
Yes.
What do you guys think? What do you guys
think
think?
That we should bring back the Ghost Pyres.
Oh,
is that? Yeah, like 100%.
Those are controversial.
Oh, interesting.
People got in my DMs about these. I'm disrespecting the dead. One person told me I should only interview white people, that I was appropriating other colors of skin, POC, by using their actual words. Yeah, they were controversial for some people.
Yeah. Well, you're using their words. I like.
I know.
But
that was literally my answer. I was like, I mean, they're just their quotes. I literally don't know what to tell you.
They're just mad that they didn't think of it.
Right. I'm a genius.
Hate them because they ain't them.
Right. Hate me because they ain't me.
Exactly. Is that a zine that could ever potentially be available again?
Why? So glad you asked, Bex. I've been thinking about compiling all my Interview with a Ghost Pirate into one place.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like this.
That's so pretty, too. Ugh.
Thanks. You know, I actually have a few of these if anybody wants to buy them. I saved them because I was supposed to do a couple of cons that I ended up canceling because of things in the community. And so, yeah, I was going to bring them as merch and sell them at these cons, but now I just have them. So, yeah, we can get these in y'all's hands. It's old news now. This tarot reading that's in here is so old. But I don't know, that's kind of fun, right? Like, it's new to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be so excited. I would be so excited. Let's see.
Like I have two. I have a shitload of these ones. These are just like weird haikus I wrote full and pictures of my period blood.
Yeah. Anyway. You go, buddy. Gotta lick that for him.
Are you mocking us in there?
No. We got Ranger Lickmat. Oh, you froze. Are you back?
Oh no.
There you are. There you are. Man, your head turnaround is really sufficient for blocking.
Like an owl?
You look like you were just blowing out a window. Like
Yo, Jessica! Oh my God, hello!
Crystal Crew, we're all here now. Thanks. It's real cute. Look at the heart. We are in love.
Oh,
She sent me a
the
heart.
heart.
It's very cute. I sent her and Tenny some tea that I made too. I'm like slowly sending everyone custom tea blends for whatever really grinds their gears.
That's actually a really great transition.
Yeah.
What are you drinking tonight? Oh, are we frozen?
You're a little choppy. You're here, but you're choppy. Now you're frozen. That's great. Internet strike 3. Strike 3 for Katie. I hear some lip smacking. It's a frustration. Mushroom Princess. Oh, there she is. What were we talking about?
Oh, we're back.
Tea.
And we're back.
Perfect.
Well, yes. Did you heard me? Okay.
Yes. So I am drinking a pretty simple blend tonight. This is my like calm the hell down. I always get real not stage fright, but just some weird like freeze up moments before I do anything like this, no matter how many times I've done it. So I drink chamomile and butterfly pea, and that just like really calms me down. Butterfly pea is like liquid Xanax. I'm telling you, it's great.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more.
It's great.
Tell me more.
Especially with chamomile. I just came across it a couple of months ago, and I originally came to know it through its like magical color changing abilities. So it starts out as like a blue tea, and you can put like lemon or something in it, it changes to pink.
Okay.
And then there's this gin that I really wanted to try that is like a blue gin with butterfly pea as well. So originally it was like for appearances and being cool, making magic tea. But as I started to dive into it, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is really good for like the pre-show shakies and the weird anxiety and intrusive thoughts. It is fantastic.
Wow. Hot tip,
Cosmic
everybody.
margarita.
Hot tip.
Yep, butterfly pea. I don't know if it interacts with like heart medication or anything, so I would always recommend give it a little look-see on the internets before you make your purchase. But it's actually delicious too.
Margaritas.
Oh gosh, that sounds like heaven. Ooh, I love it. I had a really good Andrew and I's anniversary was like this past weekend, and we got drinks at this Mexican place. Thanks. And I got a white peach sangria, and it had like this really beautiful like edible flower, and
wow,
it just tasted like spring. So good. I'm obsessed. Yes. So we also were talking about like social media. You and I often have the conversation of, especially right before we do sessions, of what should we do if this being that we're channeling doesn't know English or doesn't verbally speak. So you have a potential universal language proposal.
Potential, because it hinges on some commonalities. So I feel like emojis have changed the game in a lot of ways for the way that we can communicate with one another. We can speak to people that don't speak our language and communicate our feelings, especially through emojis. Regardless, like every human knows what a smile is. You know what I mean? Like, sure, there's some nuanced ones that maybe would get lost in translation or things like that. But overall, I think emojis are a pretty universal language for us. Now, we do see in alien reports and some ghost reports of them kind of asking us to discuss certain emotions. We see it on Chaos and Shadow with Harold asking about joy. And things like that. So I wonder with emojis, like, can they be, communicative towards other beings? Like, if they don't understand what our smile means, then what good is that picture? But maybe some can, maybe that's an in with some for sure.
Yeah.
They're so weird. I mean, cats wouldn't understand emojis, you know what I mean? So the insects that speak telepathically to us can do that, but they're not going to understand emojis.
Yeah, how do we navigate that? Like, that's like not at all like level to me. I'm like, okay, so the insects are telepathic, but cats don't understand emojis. Like, where do we go? How do we navigate? I need a map, a compass. I need something. Can the old gods understand emojis?
And emojis. Can they? That's a great Estes method question.
Absolutely.
That's a great paranormal investigation from home in your mind question.
Yeah, it makes me think too of the Voyager mission in the 70s. I have like the complete record of it in like hardback book version that Carl Sagan presented, and that was like the first organized scientific attempt to reach out to other alien intelligences. And we sent this like golden record and all of these photographs on a film reel, and then we sent some engravings, and these engravings were like the shapes of people. And pretty much like basic emojis. So in the 70s, we thought like, hey, if we're going to reach out to aliens, we're going to do some like hand-drawn stuff. And I think that could pass for emojis, to be honest.
Yeah.
So thinking about
What
that,
did I read? Yeah. So Speed of Human, I also think that pictures allow you to tap into a subconscious nonverbal part of consciousness. For sure. Especially emotional, like communicating feelings for sure. Such a great way pictorially. I bet Argento can understand emojis. He does know way too much. So most likely.
My goodness. I would love to have like a big sheet of different emojis, like paw size, and have Ranger pick different ones. Wouldn't that be cute?
God, that would be cute. And then you take Ranger. Oh my God. Then you take him on like an investigation, like in the woods or something, and then have him explain the investigation through the emojis that he knows on the sheet.
Yes. I posted a video a week or so ago on a video. It's a TikTok. It's a TikTok, not a video. I posted a video take on yes. So I did that, and I was asking Ranger to smell the UFOs when we got to this beach, and it was like perfectly located. I'm like, smell the UFOs. So now there's this joke that that Ranger can smell UFOs. Yeah. So
yeah, that's literally
he's a UFO sniffer.
Part of how I got that idea.
Perfect.
He is. And now if he communicate with you through the emojis, that's how you get on that. Gotta get on that.
Yep. This is all like in hopes that that Ranger can translate like what that emotion is and what he's getting. Like,
yeah,
I'm thinking about it. Like, I see all those TikToks of pets with like those buttons that say different things. So maybe we need an audio element. Maybe we should just rig that up. I don't know. I feel like we need Garrett and Jason would be two really good people to talk to about this, because they would be like, let's go like the electronic modification route. Things that go like this for me.
Yep. Big same.
Yep. I posted a video on the TikTok. There's this. Yep.
Oh, down there on the TikTok.
Oh,
oh yeah.
So this is like, I guess, our unofficial like 5-minute warning. We're
Okay.
almost at 90. So
Okay.
closing remarks.
You guys, should we do this again?
Yeah, should we do this
Bring on
again?
guests?
And we have all kinds of ideas for guests. And then we also have ideas for Beltane on Sunday.
Get into them, Beck.
We got a few
Let's
things.
go.
I am going to be co-hosting Night Drift with Jim Perry in an actual like radio studio in Bellevue. I'm gonna be talking on a Seattle radio station on like the AMs.
Yeah. Yes,
I don't know who I'm like. If anyone wants to be a guest, I have to take one. I don't know who wants to be a guest. It's the last minute, but if you want to be a guest and zoom in, you can.
I just did a Night Drift, not me. Who's doing it?
Right. We need some fresh faces,
someone
fresh
new.
Stories.
Yep, someone new.
But yeah, I'm doing that, and then a couple weeks ago I started like getting the urge to like plan this few day Beltane ritual. So I'm starting it by I'm going plant shopping, and I'm gonna like figure out this plant for this specific part of my yard, and then I'm gonna like make a ritual space out of that part of the yard. And there's gonna be fire. There's gonna be a lot of music. This is gonna be a very music focused holiday for me. A lot of movement, not even dancing, but like physical meditation. Yes. And then the second portion is going to be a lot of stuff around birds. I'm going to be doing some like bird feeding stuff. I want to hang up like a bat house. Yeah. And then the second day is going to be cleaning up the yard. And then reestablishing that relationship with like all the liminal spirits around me. Because if you don't know it, y'all, Beltane is like pretty much our portion of the year's version of Samhain. It's the only other time that the like veil is thin or what have you. And it's all about the fae. So I'm just like going all out. It's like a very notorious baking and like cottagecore Sabbath.
Hell yeah, it is.
So like get all that energy in, but then it's also about fire and it's about fertility and like carnage. So like channeling both of those energies, be like the Persephone, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're the goddess of the underworld, but you're also like the queen of spring.
Yep.
Exactly. Closing remarks, Katie.
I'm gonna watch The Wicker Man for Beltane like I do every year.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
Especially because there's two. You can watch Nick Cage in The Wicker Man, and you can watch Christopher Lee in The Wicker Man.
Double trouble.
Like, come on, let's go. I mean, I know, like, obviously the Nick Cage one isn't as good, but like, whatever. Get into it. Sink into the cage. Get caged.
If you are a Roku user, you can get caged before we all get caged with the. I just found this out today. They're doing like the demand streaming for his new movie before anyone else gets it. So I'm like seriously considering switching.
Let's see. Wait, his movie is already in the theater.
So it's only in the theater for that weekend, and now they're gonna do like the demand, like rental thing. And I guess Roku is the platform that bid the highest.
You guys want to see some Nick Cage sign off? I could be your hero, baby. I will kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away.
That's it. I'm healed.
That's it.
I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm healed now.
That's it.
I feel so free from the cage.
Free. Let the cage set you free.
Should Katie sell those? Yes or no?
Let the cage set you free.
Organized print shop.
Organized print shop. Let the cage set you free.
Leave your cages, fellow Nick heads.
Oh God.
I have to admit, Katie, I
Almost
was
dropped
not
it.
a huge fan of him until last year. I used to hate him, actually.
There's a lot.
There was-
There's plenty to hate about him.
There
It's
there
all
were 2 new movies that really got it for me. Hey, buddy. Oh, wow, that's a good one.
It's my favorite
That's a
one.
really cool one, yeah.
Without his face, obviously.
Yeah.
Face off.
He got Clarice. It's a verb now, y'all. Buddy, I can read that. Eat a whole thing of peanut butter. Okay. Anyways,
There's so many more. You have no idea.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, when they
Oh
start,
my goodness.
they're all over the walls. Yes.
Oh no. Yes, we should. So what we should do is like we should rent out a gallery for like a weekend for you, and it should just be the many faces of I'm uncaged. You are uncaged.
Uncaged.
Name of the show.
I've actually already done that. I've actually already
Oh.
had an art show. Yeah, that was
There
called.
you go. No.
But we can do
Of
it
course
again.
Part 2. No, The Reckoning.
The Reckoning. Exactly.
Cross country flight for this shit.
Cage
Cage
Uncaged. The
Uncaged.
Reckoning.
These have 3 colons, like an unacceptable amount of colons. What at the very end? At the very end. Cage. Uncaged.
Uncaged.
Yes.
The
Perfect.
Reckoning.
Yeah. Who's coming next time we do this? This
Great.
is kind of like, free form, and we're doing it when we feel like it.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I
try
don't know
to do
what
it like
my schedule's doing, so we can't make any. We can't tell you when the next one's going to be just quite yet.
semi-regular is what we're committing to.
That's it.
Semi-regular.
You'll know as soon as we know.
Yep. And we'll post about it like, I don't know, at least a couple days ahead of time.
Yeah, you won't miss it. You won't miss it. We do a posting. We do a bunch.
We'll be a posting. Alrighty, well, Ranger.
See ya.
Yes.
See ya in the
Ranger's signing
alternate
off.
dimensions of social media.
Yes, we are creating and existing in our own wormholes. And Ranger wants one too.
Ranger, we love you.
We love you,
Thank you, Ranger.
We love you. He's very upset. Okay.
All right.
Bye, guys.
It's been real, everybody. See you later. Boy.